Hi, and welcome back to another week of Keeping It Real with Coach Neal. I'm Brandon Sands, joined now by UNCW women's soccer head coach Chris Neal. Coach, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good, and thanks for rearranging the time today. I appreciate you adjusting your morning. We got a plane to get on tomorrow to go to New York, and we got a busy day today, so I appreciate it.
Awesome, Coach. Before we get into the Hofstra match on Thursday, let's rewind a little bit. Really return to form, so to speak, at home in your home finale last week, and a big controlling win against Elon 4-0, and then you play a very, very good scoreless draw against Towson on Senior Day on Sunday. Just a little insight. We'll start with the Elon game.
Yeah, it did feel like more of our old selves, so to speak. And Elon, everything came together. Sometimes you just have games where everything goes right and everyone plays well and execution is there, and that's what Elon felt like. So very, very dominant in that performance, and that felt great. And then Towson, a very dangerous opponent, and to earn a shutout against Towson is very difficult with Jasmine Hamid and Nia Christopher and Phoebe Knowles running around up top. Just a very, very dangerous team. Each team had a couple of really, really good chances to score, but neither team did, and that's sport sometimes. But I think a draw was probably a fair result, but that was a great effort from our team on Senior Day.
Throughout this season, you've had a little bit of a roller coaster at times. Most recently being the loss at William and Mary, and then the surviving the scare at Hampton. What did I guess those two games with the combined loss of maybe losing a Carrie Howard, so important to your team? Do you feel it kind of maybe woke up your team in advance of that Elon game on Thursday?
I think just the standard being different now than it was in the past. There was, a handful of years ago, if we were 6-5-1 overall and 2-2, everybody would be okay with it. But that forced us into some intense self-reflection this past week before these games, and I think that was part of our process of getting to this point of digging deep and realizing who we are as a team, continuing to establish identity. So the proverbial it jerked the knot in us, so to speak, and I feel like we came out of it great.
And then on Sunday, you mentioned preventing Hamid and Christopher from scoring. Obviously you have the Hannah Weiss save that made SportsCenter third straight year that you've had a Seahawk appear on this top 10 list on SportsCenter. It's obviously something that you don't go out each season and thinking about it, but definitely a fun tidbit there. Just being able to have that defensive effort that your team is showing, that unity, and being able to get these clean sheets.
Back-to-back shutouts at home is phenomenal against two very good teams, and that takes a lot of effort and teamwork. So the SportsCenter moment came off a moment of bad defending, but it created an opportunity for Hannah to make SportsCenter. So we're happy with that. We talk about Nia Christopher and how to negate her, and inevitably she's going to get her share. That's 2 years in a row now. She's created a breakaway or two against us. She had kind of a clean breakaway Sunday and kind of a half breakaway on Sunday, and Hannah had to make two big saves on both of them. Shutouts are great, especially against opponents like that.
Obviously, and on the defensive side, we talk about losing a Carrie Howard, but I thought Summer Beasley stepped up as a freshman and really played a good 2 games. Kind of obviously you can't replace the experience, the leadership, and all those intangible things that Carrie brings to the table. But Summer really did a good job of kind of filling that gap, and just talk about the depth that you have on your team.
Well, even though she's not on the field for us right now, Carrie is still leading this team, which is what great young women and true team captains do. When they can't be on the pitch. But Summer stepped in, and one of the things that we've thrived at the past 3-4 years is just that next Seahawk up mentality. And although Carrie's out, that provides the opportunity for someone else to impact. And Summer did a fantastic job on Thursday night of stepping in for Carrie. And then Peyton and Summer did a wonderful job in helping us get that shutout right back on Sunday. So really, really proud of the Seahawks that stepped up and got their chance.
Obviously good to get points at home. If you you still have a pathway to hosting a CAA tournament game, potentially to claim your second consecutive regular season title, you'll have to do that the rest of the regular season on the road. Obviously you want to get ties on the road, but how important is it to get 3 points, steal 3 points on the road instead of just 3 ties or whatever the case may be.
Well, it all boils down to 3 matches now. All this effort and time and energy and preparing culminates into this moment, and you have to get 3 points if you want to win the regular season title. And we're going to need a little bit of help. We got that last year. We were in this exact same situation last year. We needed to win, and we needed a little bit of help, and we got it. So we'll see what happens this year. But our goal is to go get 3 points in every game because nothing is secure at this point. We can win a title, but no one's clinched a playoff berth yet. So you have to keep going, and you have to keep winning.
Obviously, the quest for the first 3 begins this Thursday at Hofstra. You mentioned you got a fairly one of your longest flights of the year out to Long Island this week, and you're going to be on the island on Sunday as well with Stony and Brook. Just talk about the pride, and we'll start there, and then we'll go to the Seawolves.
Yeah, Hofstra to me are one of the more unlucky teams so far that I've seen. I'm watching the chances they've created, and I'm scratching my head a little bit. If you just look at the internet and you look at their record, you're going to get a false narrative of who they are. They're very talented, very well coached, and creating a ton of chances at this point. So, we know exactly who they are, and that's a team that we have not been able to get a result against since I've been here. So we're going to have another go at it. Stony Brook is, I think, 2-2-2 in the league and just scored 4 goals at Drexel. I don't know when the last time that has happened. It is extremely hard to score on Drexel at Drexel, and Stony Brook just put 4 on them. So 2 extremely difficult matches. Conditions for us won't be optimal. It'll be turf. When we go to Stony Brook, it'll be turf and football lines, maybe some other sport lines on the pitch. We're really going to have to dig deep and persevere and do our best to come out with results this weekend. You
talk about that pendulum where on one side you could still win the regular season. On the other side, nobody's clinched yet. This time of year, I feel everybody, like you said, Hofstra, maybe their record doesn't indicate as much their talent and their style of play and all those things. But, every team, is fighting for something. Hofstra, you're going to get a desperate Hofstra team who wants to get into that field and still has a path, just like, you have a path to do some things. So it's kind of there's just that interesting dynamic this time of year when, you're getting everybody's best shot.
Yeah, everybody's desperate for points and desperate to at least clinch and then exhale a little bit and then go for something more.
All right. Well, Coach, good luck this weekend on the island. Come back with some results. Thank you, guys. This has been Keeping It Real with Coach Neal. I'd like to thank our executive producer, Hope Richardson. Have a good day.